Hello everybody, today I'm going to repair BMW X5. Left side repair. So, the car is in my workshop. The owner took it apart while it waited for a repair. For what thank him. There is a lot of work to be done. Work difficult, considering that this is a BMW. Well, do we start? Installed the car on the frame machine. First thing, I will pull out all the damaged places. Gonna start with the quarter panel. With the pulling work I'm done. Removing damaged metal from the rear end. The inside parts are damaged too. Decided to replace them. Delete. All damaged metal removed. Now remove the outer metal on the front pillar, since there is only it for replacement. Front pillar inner parts damaged. I don't have them, so I will remove them. Fix and set back. So, the inner elements are on my desk. This element is very important. It consists of two parts and holds the door. Better of course put this part whole. But I do not have it. Fixing it. This part, and the rest removed, I fixed. Now I install everything back and weld. Front pillar undone. Now I will repair the middle pillar. For repair I cut some of the outside metal to have access to the internal reinforcement, welded the chain, and pulling a serious dent. Pillar fixed. Now I'll putty it up a little to put a rear door mount. Adjust the door so that the painter does not remove these mounts. Putty, primed. Installed doors. Now I'm going to fix the hood. Install front end parts. Check the gap. On the hood I need to fix the edge. The hood from aluminum. So when repairing I will warm. It didn't turn out very pretty, but the owner is fine with it. I finish repair when front and hood parts are installed on the car. Set up front end parts. Finished the hood repairs. Now I can weld the rear part. But for this I need to take the necessary parts. Front donor piece. I now have the necessary parts. Install them on the car and weld them. But first I need to adjust the size a little. Internal elements are welded, primed, processed with anti-rust agent. After that, I will start installing the quarter panel. Installed panel. Align the connection places. Now taking it down. Smearing with glue. And then set again for full fastening. Before welding, screwing the wing with screws and checking the gaps. Metal work finished. Primed repair places and lowered the car from the frame machine. Installing bumper and taillights. Car leaving for painting, and then to the owner to build.
Владелец обещал мне выслать фото уже собранной машины. Если вышлет, я с вами поделюсь.
That's all for this day. Subscribe to see new videos. See you later.